the shooting guard position, standing 6'8", number 0, starting at 17 number 14, Jazz-Grizzlies. Starting at small forward, standing 6'5", number 22, Jazz-Grizzlies. Power forward, 6'11", number 13, Jackson Jr. Half guard, 6'3", number 12, Jack Miller.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here with you, alongside Grant Hill and Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the fourth member of our crew, Allie LaForce, reporting from the sidelines. Here's a look at some stats for Luke Kennard.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. George and Sexton in the backcourt. And it's Kessler in at the center position. And for Memphis, Bane and Jackson Jr. holding down the forward spots. Then there's Ja Morant, then it's Edey, and it's Wells in at the 2. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Now here's Bane. He played a great game against New Orleans.
Because of his ability to elevate and make adjustments in air, Morant has no trouble scoring inside.
Collins with a screen on Morant. Outside Sexton. Collins inside. Defended by Jackson. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And here are the Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, where they beat the Jazz.
They barely got the win the last time these teams faced off. And in large part, I think it was because they were pushing the action and drawing foul calls.
Yeah, at the end of the day, a win is a win. But you know they want to play a lot better this time around.
Now here's Markkanen. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. George outside. Markkanen with a screen on Bane. George with it. He's picked up by Bane. 4 on the clock. Here's Kessler. Memphis with a rebound. They're fresh off a win against the Pelicans.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
George finds Kessler. Collins outside. For 3, George doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Jackson on the wing. Morant against George. 13 feet out. Morant, no good.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
You know, Coach, when you watch Ja Morant play, it's hard to think of anyone else as explosive as he is.
Yeah, Brian, he can make a defender look like he's standing still. The burst that Morant has with his first step is unrivaled. Probably the best burst in the entire league.
Truly is a human highlight reel in this modern day.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Morant. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. Here's Edey. Good, and the setup by Morant. And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
And missed free throws are killers, especially when you consider how many they missed. Hopefully, they stay late to practice after that one.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
When asked about Desmond Bane, Coach Taylor Jenkins said he's grown into a leadership role. Guys look to him because he sets an example. Bane said experience is the best teacher. Being in this league for several years, you start to find your voice and your confidence in things you know and say.
All right, Allie, thanks. And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now it's time to look at the teams that have really impressed shooting from the field during the last 10 games. Memphis, 4th.
Well, their offensive efficiency was really impressive during the last month. They're looking to carry that momentum into this one.
Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. George outside. 5 on the clock. From deep. Utah gets it back. And finished off by Kessler.
Well, Kessler to the rescue, using his size to win the rebound, and then quickly going on the attack himself.
Now here's Morant. Kessler with a rebound.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
And the first one at the line is good.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Pippen comes in for Ja Morant. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Colin Sexton comes in for Larry Markkinen. George hits them both.
And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his game, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
Now here's Jackson. And in that win against the Pelicans, he was a major factor as well. Shoots over Collins. Jackson gets the bucket. And 1:01 left in the first quarter. Pass to Collins. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaren Jackson picks one up. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Free throw is good from Collins.
Well, Collins is an exceptional athlete with a lot of skill offensively, but I'd like to see more out of him on the defensive end. I think that could bring his game to another level.
Memphis making a switch here. Konchar's checked in. Williams is checked in for Utah. And both free throws good for Collins.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Jackson with a screen on Sexton. Jackson can't get it to go. Jazz leading by 3 and stolen by Clark. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Here's Sensabaugh. Conchar covers. Fires for 3. He can't hit that time. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Jazz out in front, up 3. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And take a look at the Jazz performance here, guys. What do you think?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
Utah leading by 3. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's G.G. Jackson. Then it's John Conchar. And it's Pippen in at the point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Clock at 6. Sexton rebounded by Pippen. Over Sexton. And the basket by Pippen. Pippen's gotten his first basket of the night.
As a defender, you have to get more physical with him in the post.
Yeah, once he gets the ball in that spot, help has to be very quick to rotate over.
Here's Sensabaugh. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Well, his ability to sniff out these shot blocking opportunities really defines Jackson Jr.'s defensive game.
They grab their own miss. Here's Jackson. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Now here's Jackson, averaging almost 23 points a contest. A fantastic offensive player.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Collier, he's checked in for Sexton. Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. You look at the Grizzlies, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course the Jazz just need to keep fighting.
Right now for the Grizzlies, I think they're the team you dread having to play. I mean, they've been performing at just about their best in every game so far this season.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right. 2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
And it's Utah with the ball. Eubanks the screen. Outside, Williams. Shot clock at 6. Oh, he tries a 3. Clark grabs the board. Memphis trailing here. Here's Bain. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, I'll tell you what, you never want to foul Bain in the act. He is automatic at the line.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, you know, Bain came into this league a terrific shooter. Now he's a terrific scorer. He can do it all.
Kessler, he's checked in for Utah. Markkanen comes in for Sensabaugh. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now. The Jazz have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. Currently averaging 5 points a game. Now here's Markkanen. Launches a 3. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Shot clock at 5. Wells, the pass to Pippen. Here's Clark. Can't get the bucket from 20 feet out. The Jazz have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And a look now at the Utah Jazz's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Chris Middleton and the Milwaukee Bucks. Then on Tuesday, they'll go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at the Timberwolves matchup, no question they'll be amped for that one. Eager to prove themselves against a tough opponent.
That free throw no good. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Clark. Outside Bain. 3-pointer. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And stolen by Bain. And here's Morant. Collins defending. And it's going to be a 3-second call. This pause in the action provides an opportunity to look at the best fast break teams in the league. The Grizzlies in 5th.
And make no mistake, this team loves to get out and run. Whenever they see space to leak out and score fast, they go strong.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Here's Morant following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Clark. Over to the wing. Bain with it. Williams defending. From deep 3-point range. And again, it's Memphis missing. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
Well, maybe the defense thinks they can live with that, but he's pretty consistent from that mid-range area.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for Memphis. Edie's checked in for Clark, and it's Jaren Jackson in for Aldama. And Utah with a change here too. Sexton's checked in. George passes to Markkanen. A minute 15 left in the first half. Collins a screen. Here's Sexton. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
Wells, the pass to Jackson, to the paint. Here's Morant. Oh, Morant gets it done inside.
Yeah, really nice finish there with contact. Morant with great body control.
To the middle. Here's Kessler. It's rebounded by Memphis.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Wells, the pass to Jackson. Tries again. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Well, Jackson Jr. can go over either shoulder. He can face up. He's a tough cover in there.
And that one falls for Jackson. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, you talk about a guy who could start for any team in the league. That's what Jaren Jackson is all about.
George for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 5 points. 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Up top, Morant. George defending. Here's Wells. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Wells has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Jazz up by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with Coach Taylor Jenkins. What's the focus as you look forward to the second half?
Just ignite our pace. You know, everything starts with our defense. Can we pick up our activity? We got to get some stops. Got to keep them off the free throw line. We got to get out and run. They're showing a great crowd in the paint, but just trust the pass. Everyone's got to trust each other, get multiple actions, get some good looks, and hopefully they fall for us.
High expectations for Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. No lack of drama tonight. The Utah Jazz might be taking this one all the way down to the wire.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Bucks matchup, to even have a chance, they'll probably have to play their best game of the year. I think you can do that in stretches. But can they do it all tonight, Shaq?
I don't see it.
Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. George and Sexton in the backcourt. Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. And it's Kessler in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's George. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's Kessler. And finished off by Kessler.
And how do you stop Kessler at his size? He's a load.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Kessler, no good on the free throw. And, Coach, you've been lauded by some of your former players for your pregame preparation. I've seen it myself in the broadcasting world.
Well, I've also been coached by some of those players for my pregame walkthroughs, Brian. People thought they were way too long, but I just wanted to be as prepared as possible and was one that always believed I'd rather do too much than too little.
Yes, it's good. Markkanen's got 10 points in the game.
Well, Markkanen's height, it's such an advantage in that mid-range area.
Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
Come on now, if you want to talk about a crazy vertical, that was that. I mean, it was ridiculous. And then add in the extended hang time. Whew. Oh, my.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. And it's Utah with the ball. Following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Markkanen misses. George against Morant. There's Jackson with the three. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
Excellent execution coming out of the break. They've taken 3 shots and made 3 shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Jaren Jackson.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Sexton passes to George. Markkanen with a screen on Morant. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Yeah, I love putting Markkanen into the pick and roll action. He can do anything as the screening.
Morant looking for an opening. Here he goes. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Well, Coach Lowry Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived. Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Kessler finds Collins. Markkanen sets a screen. George for 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Edey. Here's Wells. Let's go with a 3. Offensive board. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Using his size inside, Collins refusing to settle for the layup and elects the dunk instead.
Here's Sexton, and he hammers hammers it home to polish off the break.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Wells. Looking at his production, close to 12 points a game. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jackson is checked in. Williams is checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for George. Now Sexton. He's got 6. Pass to Sensabaugh. And here's Collins. Kessler passes to Collins. 4 on the clock. Williams from long range. And it's Bain with the rebound. Grizzlies trail by 5. To the inside. Here's Jackson. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Kessler. And finished off by Kessler. That gives him a double-double in this one.
A team player through and through. Get open, and Sexton will send the ball your way.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Oh, Morant sinks the triple.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Now here's Sexton. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Pulls it from the top of the key. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Bain. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Not settling for a jump shot. Bain right at the rim.
Sexton against Morant. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. There's 6 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great passer.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama out there with Desmond Bain. And it's Pippen in the point guard. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. Takes the 3. Here's Filipowski. Count it. Filipowski's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so it's Memphis with it. 2-point game. And after this game wraps up, they're off to New York to take on the Knicks. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Pass to Williams. Eubanks up top. Clark covers. Here's Collier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Filipowski for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound. Memphis has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Wells, the pass to Clark. Aldama outside. Here's Pippen. to Aldama. Soft touch off the glass. Aldama's got his first basket.
And at 7 feet tall, Aldama can burn you inside. Even with the contact, he's tough to contain at times.
Here's Collier. Eubanks the screen. Inside.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he drops the first. Edey's checked in for Aldama. And a switch here also for Utah. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Sensabaugh. Good on both. For Memphis, they've gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Pass to Wells. Bane with it to take the lead. Drains the triple. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
You can't play lax defense on Bane because he's looking to shoot as soon as he catches it.
Now Markkanen. Knocked away. Stolen by Bane. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And this is not the time to be giving up turnovers. Those points could end up being a deciding factor in this game.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Morant comes in for Pippen.
Mind the lane. Mind the lane. One shot.
And that one misses.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Morant against George. Six on the shot clock. From deep three-point land. Memphis with a rebound. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. Jackson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trail by 3. George outside. And they pick up 2.
Well, check out George showing up in the big moment, showing how ready he is to be that guy.
Now here's Bane. Pass to Jackson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Jackson. Edey's checked in for Memphis. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
And we'd all love to hear what goes on in those huddles, but we just get the snapshots.
Well, as a coach, you want to cover just 1 or 2 major points. That way guys can absorb it and go out and execute.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Will Hardy said to the team. Coach delivered some inspiration for his team. He said, quote, "We're close. We are inches away from it. Do you feel it? I feel it. This is ours if we want it." Back to you, Ryan.
Thank you for that, Allie. Now here's Kessler. Tight defense on him. Back to Markkanen. Memphis with a rebound. Outside Morant. Oh, there's the alley. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. Collins with a screen on Morant. Outside Sexton. And he drops it in from the low post.
Well, I think Sexton enjoys taking over in the big moments. He wants to be that guy for his team.
Outside Morant from the wing, and it goes straight through with a swish. Morant's got 9 points here in the second half.
Wanting the ball in these spots is what makes Morant the leader that he is.
Markkanen against Bane. Markkanen, the pass to George. 5 to shoot. Here's Sexton. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
And this is how you step up in the clutch. Sexton is ready to deliver in these moments.
To the paint. Edey. Money.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. Collins with a screen on Morant. Outside Sexton. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 37 seconds left in the game. Morant drawing the double team. Jackson outside. And it's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. And we've got 28 seconds left in the final quarter. Pass to Wells. Here's Edey. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for 2. Edey.
First free throw is good. And that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And Utah calls time here. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They need to answer fast.
Yeah, and if they can get a decent look from 3, that's the shot to take. Not a lot of time to work with.
And looking for a quick bucket here.
And then foul, trying to extend that game.
And it's in.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Good on the first. And that puts them up 5. And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 6-point ball game.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Oh, nails the triple.
What a shot by Markkanen. You can see why his teammates turned to him down the stretch.
And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. The three from Sexton, and it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings him within one. And we've got a timeout from Taylor Jenkins. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. He drops the first one, and that'll put him up 2. And so he drops them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Delivering exactly what they needed from the line. He secures the 3-point lead.
And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. What a performance they had here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Ja Morant.